In honor of Yom Kippur, I want to read through Leviticus 16. Adonai spoke with Moshe after the death of Aaron's two sons when they tried to sacrifice before Adonai and died. Adonai said to Moshe, "Tell your brother Aaron not to come at just any time into the holy place beyond the curtain in front of the ark cover which is on the ark, so that he will not die, because I appear in the cloud above the ark cover." Here is how Aaron is to enter the holy place, with the young bull as a sin offering and a ram as a burnt offering. He is to put on the holy linen tunic, have the linen shorts next to his bare flesh, have the linen sash wrapped around him, and be wearing the linen turban. They are the holy garments. He is to bathe his body in water and put them on. He is to take from the community of people of Israel 2 male goats for a sin offering and 1 ram for a burnt offering. Aaron is to present the bull for the sin offering, which is for himself, and make atonement for himself and his household. He is to take the 2 goats and place them before Adonai at the entrance of the tent of meeting. Then Aaron is to cast lots for the 2 goats, 1 lot for Adonai and 1 other for Azazel. Aaron is to present the goat whose lot fell to Adonai to offer as a sin offering, but the goat whose lot fell to Azazel is to be presented alive to Adonai, to be used for making atonement over it by sending it away into the desert for Azazel. Aaron is to present the bull for the sin offering for himself. He will make atonement for himself and his household. He is to slaughter the bull of the sin offering, which is for himself. He is to take a censer full of burning coals from the altar before Adonai, with his hands full of ground fragrant incense, bring it inside the curtain. He is to put the incense on the fire before Adonai, so that the cloud from the incense will cover the ark cover, which is over the testimony, in order that he will not die. He is to take some of the blood's bull, sprinkle it with his fingers on the ark cover towards the east, and in front of the ark cover he is to sprinkle some of the blood with his finger 7 times. Next, he is to slaughter the goat of the sin offering, which is for the people. Bring its blood inside the curtain, and do with its blood as he did with the bull's blood. Sprinkle it on the ark cover in front of the ark cover, and in front of the ark cover. He will make atonement for the holy place because of its uncleanliness of the people of Israel, and because of their transgressions, all their sins. He is to do the same for the tent of meeting, which is there with them right in the middle of their uncleanliness. No one is to be present in the tent of meeting from the time he enters the holy place to make atonement until he comes out, having made atonement for himself, for his household, and for the entire community of Israel. Then he is to go out to the altar, because it is before Adonai, to make atonement for it. He is to take some of the bull's blood and some of the goat's blood and put it on the horns of the altar. He is to sprinkle some of the blood on it with his finger 7 times, thus purifying it and setting it apart from the uncleanliness of the people of Israel. When he is finished atoning for the holy place, the tent of meeting, the altar, he is to present the live goat. Aaron is to lay his hands on the head of the live goat and confess over it the transgression, crimes, and sins of the people of Israel. He is to put them on the head of the goat and then send it away into the desert with the man appointed for the purpose. The goat will bear all the transgressions away to some isolated place. He is to let the goat go in the desert. Aaron is to go back into the tent of meeting, where he is to remove the linen garments he put on when he entered the holy place, and he is to leave them there. Then he is to bathe his body in water in a holy place, put on his other clothes, come out, and offer his burnt offerings and the burnt offerings of the people. Thus making atonement for himself and for the people. He is to make the fat of the sin offering go up in smoke on the altar. The man who let go of the goat for Azazel is to wash his clothes and bathe his body in water. Afterwards he will return to camp. The bull for the sin offering and the goat for the sin offering, whose blood was brought in to make atonement for the holy place, is to be carried outside the camp, where they are to burn up completely their hides, meat, and dung. The person burning them is to wash their clothes, bathe their body in water. Afterwards he may return to the camp. It is to be a permanent regulation for you that on the 10th day of the 7th month you are to deny yourselves and not do any kind of work, both the citizen and the foreigner living with you. For on this day atonement will be made for you to purify you. You will be clean before Adonai from all your sins. It is a Shabbat of complete rest for you, and you are to deny yourself. This is a permanent regulation. The Cohen, anointed and consecrated to be Cohen in its father's place, will make the atonement. He will put on the linen garments, the holy garments. He will make atonement for the especially holy place. He will make atonement for the tent of meeting and the altar. He will make atonement for the Kohanim and for all the people of the community. This is a permanent regulation for you, to make atonement for the people of Israel because of their sins once a year. Moshe did as Adonai had ordered him. Thank you.